Now we're ready to have Bruce. Bruce, you up?
To introduce myself, I'm Bruce Himmelblau. I'm with Blue Sky Video Productions. We are a full-service video production company, YouTube strategists. So if you have a YouTube channel, and if you have any YouTube content, especially if it's about yourself or about your business, contact Carol or myself about getting one of those videos added to the Chamber of Commerce YouTube channel, because we have a playlist of all the businesses who are members of Chamber. So basically, there are 4 things about knowledge. There's the things you know, the things you know you don't know, the things you don't know, and the things that you don't know you know. So we're going to talk about Gemini, which is probably in the things you don't know. So this is launched by Google, and you've all heard of ChatGPT. So this used to be called Bard when Google first came out with it, and they recently changed their name about maybe 7 months ago. And it's really stepped themselves up with what it can do and how you can use it. Where ChatGPT is really great for coding, so if you're in the technical field, ChatGPT is probably a little bit better. But this Gemini is fantastic for creative, for creating blogs, for creating content. Title this chat with Gemini, your new content creator partner, how AI can revolutionize your content strategy. This is how you get into it. There are 2 easy ways. One is if you logged into your Google account, you just go to the search bar and you type in the @ and the word Gemini. Or you can just choose where it says Gemini right below. And that will take you directly into chat with Gemini. You don't even have to go to the website or anything. You can actually access it other ways where you can actually go to the website itself, which is gemini.google.com. So if you go to gemini.google.com, you can access it on your phone, on your Android, your iPhone. And basically what it does is it sets up a Google search that is more directly answering your question than sending you to a website that can answer your question. One thing I asked it recently was, name all the presidents of the United States in order. And Chat with Gemini said, I cannot answer that because I may get that wrong. So it will not answer any political questions. If you go to Google itself and type in a list of the 46 presidents, it will actually give you a list from Washington on. So there's things that it won't do and things it will do, things that you still need Google for. So what is Chat with Gemini? It is fast and efficient, it's versatile, and it's adaptive to different writing styles and tones. So if you're writing a blog, if you want to write it friendly, if you want to write it professional, if you want to write it comical, you can add that into what's called a prompt and direct it to how you want to direct that answer. How can Chat with Gemini help your business? It can help you with blog posts, social media captions, product descriptions. So if you've got 135,000 products and you want to differentiate any of them in more creative manners, you can go to Chat with Gemini and says, give me a more creative way of describing this product. And that way you can change your website and keep it up to date and keep it fresh. Email marketing campaigns. It actually can help you write your email in more creative ways as opposed to the way you're currently doing it. And that's what's a really great thing about Chat with Gemini is you can brainstorm with it. So if you're a business of one person, brainstorming can be really, really quick. So you went into your office and said, let's brainstorm on this new idea. And you say, okay, what do I have with, you ask your dog or you ask your cat what their input is, and they just sit there and just watch you. So if you want to brainstorm with someone else, you can brainstorm with Chat with Gemini and type in things like, what's a more creative way of selling video? What's a more creative way of describing my products? What's a more creative way of reaching out to people I don't know? What's the difference between cold calling and warm calling? And so on. It also helps you with proofreading and editing. If you haven't majored in English, if you don't know the difference between there, and there, or then and then. There are still people out there who interpose those. So it can help you with that product. Some of these emails already have spell check. This can take it to the next level. So it can improve your grammar, your spelling, and improve your clarity and coherence. The saying goes, if I had more time, I would write you a short letter. So basically, some people go, I've gotten some text that looks like emails. If a text is more than a paragraph to me, I'll just skip over it. So again, you want to be concise and be succinct. And even after you write your own blog, if you write your own content, just plug it into Chat with Gemini and says, summarize this, or give me your opinion, or how does this sound to an 8th grader, or what level of education is this? Because most ads are written on an 8th grade level, so you don't want to use like 4-syllable words in some content. Keyword research and optimization. If you have a website that's not getting ranked, if you're getting a blog post that's not getting seen, you can actually type in keywords that you're trying to be found for, and it will help you get those the correct keywords or interchange those keywords. Optimize your content and generate meta descriptions. Meta description is basically on your website which are people are searching for. So if you're searching for food, are they searching for dog food, cat food, people food, American food, Asian food? So food is too general, so you want to be more specific on that. And again, it can help you with that. Accessibility. So as I mentioned before, it's accessible on your desktop, it's accessible on your iPhone, your Google phone. Actually, the latest Google phone has actually Chat with Gemini built in. So when you do a search, it's almost like, I guess it was actually like Siri, where you do a search, you just basically say, what's the best restaurant in town near me? And we'll give you reviews and give you options. And again, that's also what you want to do is in some of your website design is create website searches or website designs and keywords that fit a vocal search as opposed to just a written search. Because people can actually start using Siri and ask Google and other products to do a vocal search as opposed to typing it in. So tips for effective use: be specific in your prompts. Again, I was doing a prompt on a graphics site that was generating images. And I was saying create a transformer or EV lot. And the first one, it created this weird looking transformer, what it looked like. It was looking more like a square box. So I said, and it had all these wires coming off of it. So I said, I rephrased it and asked for a transformer without the wires. And it generated me a transformer icon or an image, the robot type of transformer. So it can get things wrong, and if you get things wrong, you can just go back and research or rephrase your content. You can also ask it to expand on what it already said. So provide examples and iterate, find, and generate new content. If you need to write a blog a day, this can help you. You just type in the initial content you want to create, give it some parameters, give it some content, give it an audience, because it will write differently for a small business owner than it will for a 8th grade research product. So again, Chat with GPT has significant streamline to your creation process. It offers versatile and efficient tools for small business owners, leverages AI to provide high quality content that resonates with your audience. So it's basically easy. Start using Chat with Gemini today to see how it makes a difference. And if we have a couple of minutes, yes.
Question. So I've been doing a lot of work with Chat GPT lately. The more I work with it, the more disappointing it is. And you have to, it's an art to asking the right questions and giving it the right parameters. That's a skill you have to develop over time. Is that true with Gemini as well?
I think Gemini is basically on the level of Chat GPT level 4, which is the paid version. So yeah, but again, this is more for creative, and they can overlap. So I would say maybe ask the same prompt on ChatGPT as you do on Chat with Gemini and see what the results are. And again, you don't want to end up with or use the final product. You want to actually tweak it, create your own voice, add your own tone to it. So it's not basically out of the box and just post it to your blog. You want to add more content. Sometimes it adds images or content in there that you don't want to address, or maybe you want to go a little bit further on. Maybe you have your own expertise you want to add to it. So this is a good starting point. And it basically will help. So basically your question was, is Gemini and ChatGPT the same, or at the same level? Again, I would use both of them.
I get paid version of
ChatGPT 4 is paid.
Yeah, I do that.
Right.
So just asking, there's a difference here, because obviously they're very similar and whatnot. But one of the things that AI can't do is include any personal stories or personal experiences in your writing, and that's important, because those are the things that sell.
Right.
But you can write them in and ask them, you know, how would you rewrite this to get a better?
Yeah, because one of the points here was personal stories or a real life example. So I asked Chat with Gemini, give me a real life example of how Chat with Gemini helped a business, and all it gave me was a list of basically bullet points. It didn't give me a story, although it can write stories. So if you ask it, can you write a story about an elephant and an ostrich who are traveling across the desert? It can do that.
A desert duet. Elmer the elephant and Ozzy the ostrich were an unlikely pair. Elmer, slow and steady, was as gentle as a giant could be. Ozzy, quick and nimble, was as fiery as a desert sun. Yet, they had found companionship in the vast, unforgiving desert. Their journey had begun by chance. Elmer, wandering lost, had stumbled upon Ozzy, who was scavenging for scraps. A friendship had blossomed, born of mutual respect and a shared love for the endless horizon. Days turned into weeks as they traversed the arid landscape. Elmer's powerful trunk was a constant source of hydration, digging for water beneath the sandy dunes. Ozzy, with his keen eyesight, spotted distant oases and guided them towards life-giving pools. One evening, as they camped beneath a starlit sky, a fierce sandstorm erupted. The wind howled, carrying with it a wall of sand that threatened to engulf them. Elmer, sensing the danger, wrapped his trunk around Ozzy and shielded him from the onslaught. Together, they weathered the storm, their bond strengthened by their shared survival. As the storm subsided, they emerged from the sand, covered in a layer of gritty dust. Exhausted but unharmed, they looked at each other with a newfound appreciation for their friendship. In the vastness of the desert, they had found a home, a companion, and a purpose. And so, they continued their journey, their footprints etched into the sands of time, a testament to the unlikely friendship that had blossomed in the heart of the desert.
If you can relate it to your own personal experience, if you can relate it to your own personal story, it's not going to replace what you currently know, but it is a good place to learn what you don't know. Okay.